Browns made it official. The fifth-year option was picked up for left tackle Jedrick Wills. The other thing, and I know Mary Kay's not surprised about that. This is a little surprising, I guess. Out of the 32 first-rounders in the 2020 NFL Draft, only 14 of them had their fifth-year option picked up. That's including Jordan Love, who had a one-year extension that knocked down the number for that option. So connecting the dots, Jedrick Wills was actually a pretty good pick. And Mary Kay, I know relative to the 10th pick overall, he's following Joe Thomas. There's a lot of things that go into why people are not as thrilled with Jedrick Wills as they should be. He does have to improve, but he's far from a bust.
Well, you have to weigh out a lot of different things in a situation like this. You weigh performance against cost and against replacement value and different things like that. So because he did not have any Pro Bowls, his price tag on the option, on the fifth-year option, was only $14.175 million. By the time you get to the 2024 season, which is when he is owed that money, that's not going to look like all that much. Prices for tackles are skyrocketing, and if they had let this go and tried to see if they wanted to maybe franchise him after the season, that number is going to be in the $23 million range for that year. So to get him for $14.175, that is not an exorbitant amount of money for that 2024 season. And he obviously is really cheap for the 2023 season. And so if you factor in the 2 years together, it averages out to, just a very nominal amount, or at least a reasonable amount for those next 2 years. And then you can kind of decide how you want to approach it and what you want to do from a long-term standpoint. As I mentioned before, they've got DeJuan Jones coming down the pike. And, if things don't work out with Jed long-term the way that you want them to, you can sort of figure some things out. Maybe you move him over to the right side and see how he does over there. Maybe you think about moving him to guard. But this way they have him around. Again, if you average out the next 2 years, it's not that much money.
No. And again, it's a young guy that you hope figures it out and performs at the level you want him to. But now you do have pieces in place to help things out.